to begin releasing government files relating to UFOs and unexplained aerial phenomena. And I figured this was a good crowd because I know you people, you're really into that. I don't know if I am.
This is actually happening. We're looking at the first official government release of UFO files in modern history, and the timing couldn't be more intense. If you thought the unexplained phenomena talk was just a distraction, look at what's hitting the public record right now. You need to see this.
Report today, I thought I'd save it for this crowd, because you're a little bit out there, you know, a little bit. That this process is well underway, and we found many very interesting documents, I must say. And the first releases will begin very, very soon, so you can go out and see if that phenomena is correct. You'll figure it out. Let me know.
It's wild to hear this coming from a rally podium in Arizona. Most people assume the UFO topic is just a fringe interest, but we're talking about an official directive to the Secretary of War. Did you notice the energy in that crowd? They know something big is coming. The real question isn't just if aliens exist, but what exactly these interesting documents are going to reveal about our own technology. There have been whispers for decades about reverse-engineered craft being hidden in deep black-budget programs, and this might be the first time the curtain actually gets pulled back. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, having the government officially hand over these files is a massive shift in transparency. It feels like we're moving past the lights in the sky phase and getting into actual hardware and data. Pay close attention to how the mainstream media handles this release. It's going to be a total scramble.
25:17, which I think is meant to reflect Ezekiel 25:17.
Ezekiel 25:17.
The path of the downed aviator is beset on all sides.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides
By the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
Blessed is he who in the name of camaraderie and duty shepherd the lost through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children.
Blessed is he who in the name of
Okay, this is where things get truly bizarre. Pete Hegseth is literally quoting Samuel L. Jackson's iconic Ezekiel 25:17 monologue from Pulp Fiction during an official Pentagon prayer service. It's a total wait, what moment. If you're a movie buff, you recognize those lines instantly. The path of the righteous man and tyranny of evil men. He even calls it Caesar 25:17 as a bit of a wink. But here's the kicker. The media is absolutely losing it, calling this blasphemy because it's a Tarantino script and not the actual Bible. You can see Hegseth leaning into that warrior monk aesthetic, trying to boost military morale with something that sounds epic and cinematic. It's definitely a bold choice for a Secretary of Defense, but is it actually offensive or just a high-octane way to motivate the troops? It's fascinating to see how a piece of pop culture can cause a full-blown theological crisis in Washington, D.C. overnight.
And the reason why that this is being rejected by the courts is because the property does not belong to him. Presidents are allowed to make a certain degree of changes when it comes to cosmetic interior, maybe some national security changes that they can get for this basement that he's trying to get done. But in terms of just creating a new structure wholesale on public property that belongs to the American people and calling it the Trump Ballroom, no way that should happen. Just like no way should he have been able to take over the Trump Kennedy Center, seize the Institute of Peace to make it the Trump Institute of Peace, create the Ark of Trump, which he's trying to install just over the Veterans Memorial that would cast a shadow over it, tying over most other buildings in Washington. I mean, what he is trying to do is a takings. It is a seizure. He is trying to put a permanent stamp on Washington that is unearned, like marking his territory like a dog all over the place so that we can never wipe that stain off and his legacy will be there for.
Check out the phrasing used here, calling a ballroom construction a stain that can't be wiped off. That is some incredibly heavy-handed language for a renovation project at the White House. The controversy is over this massive 90,000 square foot ballroom replacing the East Wing. Critics are framing this as a territorial marking, like a permanent stamp on the city. But look past the rhetoric for a second. We're talking about a $400 million project that allegedly includes a massive national security bunker underneath the floor. The legal battle is focusing on the above-ground ballroom, while the judge is actually okay with the underground security facilities. It's a classic DC power struggle played out through architecture. Does a president have the right to wholesale change public property, or is this really about preventing a specific legacy from being literally built into the foundation of the White House? The intensity of the pushback tells you exactly how much people fear the permanence of these changes. This is just the beginning of the transparency era. Hit follow to stay updated as these files drop. See you in the next one.